a website look good and making it easier for people to use should go hand in hand. Today, we're covering an often confusing part of accessibility: understanding the different types of images on your website. Welcome back to the channel, and if we haven't met before, hi, I'm Nicole, a digital accessibility specialist. Our focus today is explaining the three main types of images found on a website. When I say image types, I'm not talking file types like PNG or JPEG. I'm talking about the job an image is doing on the page. Once you know that, it gets much easier to decide what kind of alt text it needs or whether it needs alt text at all. Spoiler alert, it's okay to not have alt text on every image. Why does this matter? There's a whole slew of reasons why someone might not see the images on your website. They could have a vision impairment. They could choose to not have images load because of cognitive or productivity purposes, or they could just have poor internet connection. So images are not automatically meaningful for everyone. And if the image itself isn't visible, they only get the information that we choose to provide to them in the alt text. If we label an image poorly, over-describe something that doesn't matter, or skip important information, that can make the page more confusing rather than helpful. Let's walk through the three most common image types you'll find on websites and how to handle each one. Type 1, decorative images. Decorative images are there for appearance, not for meaning. These might be background images, divider graphics, texture images, or a stock photo image that's there to make the layout feel more polished. If you remove the image and the message on the page stayed exactly the same, it is probably decorative. For these images, screen readers should be able to move right past them. That usually means using empty alt text so they are skipped rather than announced. So leave your alt text field blank. Yep, I said it. Stop trying to get that 100% score on an accessibility or SEO checker. Just leave the dang thing blank. Type 2 is informative images. Informative images add meaning, context, or support to the content around it. This could be a product photo, a graph, a team image that helps identify someone, or an image that explains the content around it. If removing that image takes away something that the user needs to know, then it is informative. These images do need alt text, but the goal is not to explain every little detail. The goal is to communicate the part that matters. So instead of writing a long visual description, think about what someone needs to understand if they cannot see the image. If you need help learning how to write good alt text, I'll leave a link below to a blog post that goes more in depth that you can check out. Type 3 is functional images. Functional images are images that trigger an action. They work like links or buttons. A search icon, a shopping cart icon, a social media icon, or a clickable image banner can all fall into this category. This is one of the biggest places that people make mistakes. They describe what the image looks like rather than what it does. Instead of alt text that says something like magnifying glass, the better choice would be search. Instead of envelope icon, it might be contact us. The label or alt text should tell the user what will happen when they activate it. One of the mistakes we find when auditing websites is that every image gets treated the same. That usually leads to decorative images being announced when they should be silent, informative images being too vague, or functional images not making sense as actions. So before you write alt text, pause and ask yourself one question. What is this image doing here? Answering that question usually points you in the right direction. Now that you know there are different types of images, head on over to your homepage or another high traffic page and look through the images. Ask yourself which ones are decorative, which ones are informative, and which ones are functional. Then look and see if the alt text matches the job that the image is doing. This is one of those quick fixes that can clean up a lot of accessibility issues without a huge redesign. And if you want help reviewing your website for accessibility, we're always happy to take a look. Check the description below for ways to work with us. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe so we can help more people build inclusive brands.